I don't care, Ma. I don't care if I did. There, don't be so excited, said Mom. Come here and tell me all about it. It's been a terrible experience for Charlotte, but Laura had rescued her, and Ma promised to make her as good as new. Ma ripped off the torn hair and bits of they thawed Charlotte and wrung her out, and Ma washed her thoroughly and crisp. Her red mouth smiled, her eyes shone great and tidy to the army road. Laura went to sleep. Woke them. They were scared in the dark under the comforters. Then they heard a loud voice downstairs. It said, "I declare, I dropped that armful of wood, didn't I?" Ma was laughing. "You did that on purpose, Charles, to wake up the girls." Laura flew screaming out of the bed and screaming down the ladder. She jumped into Pa's arms, and so did Mary. Then, what a racket of talking, laughing, jumping up and down. Pa's blue eyes twinkled. I ironed her while Laura chose from the scrap box a new sole boot. She had walked 200 miles from eastern Minnesota. He had walked from town to the night, in a storm. "Now here, get nightgowns," said Ma. "Go dress yourselves. Breakfast is almost ready." They dressed faster than ever before. They tumbled down the ladder and hugged Pa and washed their hands and faces and hugged Pa and smoothed their hair and hugged him. Jack waggled in circles and Carrie pounded to the table with "Pa's come home." At last they were all at the table. Pa said he had been too busy toward the last to write. "The best present you could bring us, Charles, was coming home," Ma told him. He said he couldn't have taken better care of everything himself. Ma told him that Mary and Laura had been a great help too. "My toes are tight," Laura exclaimed. "I should say they are," said Pa. "Your feet have grown since last winter. How are yours, Mary?" Mary said her shoes were tight too. "Take off your shoes, Mary," said Pa. "And Laura, you put them on." Mary's shoes did not pinch Laura's feet.
Darling, I have something I need to talk to you about.
Okay.
My significant otter. Show me your shirt. Significant otter. But you're more than that. It's the actual bona fide spouse I got here in Mama Pepper. And welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper. I got a phone call a bit ago. I'll pull up my phone and hold it in front of the camera. See, that's adding validity to my statement. And a friend we know is an older man. Been blessed by a relationship with him over the years. He's been used in our life for sure, and we've been able to bless him and his wife too. But being from a generation ahead of me, he has older friends in that generation as well. Anyway, he had a friend who wasn't doing so good. If you can hear in the background, there's some new noises going on here. The friend had a number of geese, and he gave us an offer, didn't he, darling?
Yes.
What was the offer?
He was offering us 9 geese.
For how much?
For free.
So 9 free geese. And here on our homestead, do you remember all the animals we got?
Yes.
So we got, we'll just start listing them all. Dogs.
Chickens.
Cow. Guineas, yeah.
Guineas. We got, I think we have 2 leftover quail.
We still have some quail.
Those were leftovers from our last hatch.
Yeah. After we tried to get rid of quail.
After we butchered
There was still a couple
our
of
other ones, we had some hatch.
We got ducks.
So we got 2 little quail left.
Dogs, pony. Do we say cow? Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, we had this opportunity to get some geese. Now, geese can come in handy on a homestead. A lot of times they'll leave your produce alone while they eat weeds in the garden. A lot of times they're a good alarm system, as are dogs or guineas, where if somebody shows up, you know, they can provide an announcement. And people also keep geese sometimes with their chickens to protect them. With a goose in there, a hawk, an owl, a fox, a raccoon, a possum is less likely just to come in and out and get done what they need to get done, because the goose will attack them. I've actually got, it's a bruise on my arm from when we were bringing him in here, and it bit me right through my hoodie. Pretty good bite on that goose, and we've had him here for a couple days now. And the scope of this video is, you know, should you make room for every animal that's offered to you? You know, do you need every free animal, you know, on your homestead? Should you accept those offers? Now, a couple of them that we have accepted, I'll insert some footage of them here. I mean, this is one animal that we were offered for free and decided, you know what, let's go for it. We think this will work out well for us. So, you know, this one we took for free. How's it working out so far?
Very good.
Very good? All right. And she's still young and wild.
This is another one of our animals that we got for free. We had always wanted to get like a pony or a horse or something, and then one of our friends offered her to us just for free. He said we could have her, and so we got her for, we got her the day after me and Bell Pepper's birthday.
Wow, really? Sounds like a birthday present?
It was a birthday present for all of us.
Nice, nice. And how's that working out for you so far?
Pretty good. She bucked me once and I didn't fall off.
All right.
And she's doing good.
And you do get to ride her sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm. And she's Xenia's friend, because we don't have another cow right now, and so she's with Xenia.
Okay, so she serves the purpose of not only something for our children to enjoy and get to ride, but it's a companion animal for our cow as well, because the sheep are a little small for a cow friend.
Because Xenia will ram them around.
Yeah, she's actually rammed them
in heat.
and knocked off some of their horns before, some of the littler ones.
I need to brush her out. She's dirty.
That makes sense. But the price is right on that one, huh? You were even saving up money for a pony, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't have to. And while those may have been ones we gave the green light to, let's go take a look at these guys and let them out of the cage and see what they do. Now don't get bit by a goose and don't get charged by a ram, okay?
Oh yeah.
still got a platform for that or no? It's how they're on the ground. That's okay. Hey, buddy. There you go. He's not too bad for a big guy. See, he's got blood on his thing there from where his ear got pinched. Hey, Dodge. Dodge here is his dad. And Dodge is about twice the age as he is. And they've been doing a lot of headbutting recently, haven't you, Dodge? Don't think about it with me. What's going on, Zeke? You're looking good, buddy. Yeah. Don't fight with my geese. We're gonna let them out here. Don't fight with them. Right, Jacob? So we pulled them in here a couple days ago, and we just kind of penned them up and let them get used to their new home for the moment. And now we're going to let them out, make sure they don't fly over the fence, that they can hang out here for a bit. And you know, 9 geese for free is a great price for them. One of these is laying right now. There's males and females. Some of them are second generation, but with this, it could be a nice goose starter print, or starter set that you can keep printing your own geese by. And are these going to be for us, my lady?
Not this time.
Not this time. Would geese be something that we could use in our homestead?
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I would really like to have geese. They got some good functions that they serve. They're definitely cool animals. But we've decided to pass on this blessing at the moment. Because, number one, how are we doing for poultry in general?
I think we're pretty good on poultry right now. We got quite a few different kinds of birds, so
and we also
we're trying to focus on our Muscovies and guineas, and
we've got too many. Is my evaluation of some of our poultry. We got to cut back.
Butcher roosters.
We got like 20 roosters we need to butcher. And we're also heading into winter where there's going to be less things to eat. There's going to be more feed, more hay for some of those guys. Geese, let's get them out quick. Well, now they're out. Look at those guys all together. A ton of horns. There's 16 horns right there, my lady. I think, where'd the other guy go? Is he there? Yeah, he's got his head down. Okay. So you can see here, there's a good variety. There is males and females. Some are larger, some are smaller. And they're a really great set of geese. One cool thing is the place that we're having them go. We had some friends who wanted some. Some of our excess ducks actually went there before. They've got a pond, they got a good place for them. They really want some geese right now. We told them too, you know, hey, if you take good care of these, they should be breeding. They should be, you know, laying eggs. They should be hatching out the next generation. Maybe sometime down the road, you know, it'd be time for us to have a couple goslings. Time for us to raise our own. Absolutely wonderful creatures. You know, I'm not sure what they're worth on the street right now, but a lot of times, you know, these would be expensive birds. Not too bad. I'm gonna see what happens with this sheep and goose introduction here. Just walking past and enjoying it. Wow. What do you think, darling? Could you see something like that one day of our own?
Yeah, I think so.
Think they look pretty?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think they're really cool looking creatures. I think they're neat. I think they do a good job of what they're designed to do, and I think they get along good with some of our other animals too. You think it's hard to turn down an offer like this, or just the responsible thing to do? And
I think it's a little bit hard because they're really slow. Okay, I hope they're not going anywhere too far. I like that they warn you when other strangers are here. When they see different things, they, you know, call out in a warning sound. That's pretty cool, you know. But we do have to make good choices.
Sure.
So. And
it's been a long time since we've lost any of our chickens to predators and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, if we had a pressing need of predators were attacking our chickens right now, something like this to add to, you know, the coops, to add to the pens would be great. But that's a function that they wouldn't really be fulfilling right now. They wouldn't really be weeding the garden right now. You know, there could be an alarm system. The guineas do a good job of that too. But
these guys are louder though. Oh,
they are.
Well,
you could hear.
Like they're a bit louder. The guineas are loud too, but.
So I don't know if they're, you know, it's been a couple days now. I don't know if they're really homed or not, but I think they're going to go in here tonight. And if not, what's the trick to get animals to go where you want them to go?
Put a little feed in there?
Put some feed in there. If you saw, the sheep have been watching, you know, those guys get fed for a couple days now. So when we finally opened that door, the sheep went in there to see what was going on, see if there's any feed for them. So what about those other free animals though, that you still like the pony having it?
I think perhaps we may not be getting as much use out of our pony as we'd like, and she may just be a lawn ornament. A
lawn ornament? And what do you think about the second dog, the free one we got?
Dog, I think we could just use one dog.
Yeah.
I like the dogs, but
yeah, I think there's greater use we could get out of them too.
Yeah. That reminds us, we still have to do a video about our new dog, which we've had actually probably almost a year now. Going on 1 year. But comment down below if you guys still want to hear about our new dog. And yeah, I don't know what else.
Do you want to walk around behind the geese to see if any of them will attack you, and we can show them how an attack goose works?
No.
No?
Not interested.
I could film it for our channel.
How about we'll let you do that? That would be really funny.
What? I don't think they'll, I'm too intimidating. I'm too intimidating. Maybe, how about if you invite a couple of the children out to come check this out, and we'll see how they do.
Okay.
All right. Wow. I mean, they're passing by 12 feet in front of us. They can't care too much, you know? Well, children, I let the geese out. And I did spill their water when I went in there to encourage them to come out. Why don't you guys take a walk up there and see what they look like and check them out a little bit. Nice and calm. Calm, not crawl. Do you think if you walk close they'll attack you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Walking
Well, why don't you slowly do that and we'll find out.
right.
Sometimes people have attacked geese. Hey guys, it's okay. That'll be enough, kids. Don't corner them. We don't want to stress them. And they can fly a bit. We saw that already. So while attack geese do exist, these ones are pretty chill at the moment. I was, grabbing the one and carrying it when it bit me, so that had something to do with that. And I'm not trying to get my children attacked by a geese or by a goose or by geese, or to stress them out too much. Just kind of seeing what would happen there. And as is often the case, they didn't really want much to do with us, so that makes sense. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of pros and cons that can go into everything. There's a lot of expense that can come with things, and if the benefit is not going to outweigh the expense, it's best not to do a lot of things, even if you have an opportunity to get a free animal. With that pony was free, but it's going to be an eater. It has already eaten a lot of our pasture, and it's eaten a decent amount of hay and stuff already. It's going to continue to. So while it may be free to get it, you don't have the initial investment of the purchase price, you will have upkeep. And we actually paid a farrier to come out once and take care of her hooves. I've done that multiple times myself now too, just because we'd rather not have those recurring costs. If I can take care of it myself, I want to take care of myself because that's better and more cost effective. If I've got the time and I think that's better, then that's the way to go. If my time is worth more than it would cost to pay somebody else to do it, then it's better to pay somebody else. But even with free animals, you don't gotta receive them all. Now if you have somebody who desperately needs to get rid of stuff and they're giving them away for free, in this case we're just passing along the free blessing. We're saying, hey, this is a great blessing for somebody. We'll just put forth some effort, a little bit of housing and feed and stuff for a couple days, and then we're just gonna pass them on for free to some friends of ours. If we were really hard up financially, what we could do is just say, hey, you know, $5 or $10 a goose, you know, that'd be $90 right there if we did $10 a goose. And $10 a goose is probably a great price for all sorts of people out there. So then we get something for free and pass along the blessing for a small service charge, and wind up, you know, ahead financially, because hanging on to them for a couple days, giving them some water, putting them in a little structure at night that already exists, and giving them a little feed is not going to cost me $90. So you got to weigh your pros and cons. You got to figure out your options, depending on where you're at, what you're up to, what your things are. There's some people's properties who just don't have enough for some of the animals they may be offered, but sometimes you can be the intermediary. You know, we like that a lot, where if we can find a good deal that's not exactly a good deal for us because of various reasons, then we want to be able to pass that on. So thankfully I, you know, have a lot of connections, a lot of other things. I can discern a few things ahead of time, be like, you know what, I think this would be a good option here. And, you know, in this case, we found a great home for these guys. And the cool thing is there might be free geese in it later for us if we ever want them. You know, they plan on taking care of these ones for years. That's a commitment too. You're dealing with the life of an animal. Animal lives and human lives are different, but if you take something in, it becomes your responsibility. Our friends plan on taking care of these for years. They plan on having them reproduce after their own kind. They plan on having enough geese that they would want, and then hopefully to have extras to sell and stuff like that too. And if we, you know, kind of broker the deal to pass along 5 free ones to them now, 9 free ones to them now, and later like, hey, you think we get like 2 males and, you know, 3 females or something of, you know, babies? I bet you they'd be more than happy to say, oh yeah, sure. So, yeah, we kind of mentioned that ahead of time to them too. It's not the time for us. This is just not our time to get geese, even if they are free, but it will be for them. And we're happy to be part of it. And even just to kind of share this as a learning experience for you guys, don't get involved in things you don't need to get involved in. Don't sign up for things you don't need to sign up for. And, you know, if you may not be the person for the blessing at that time, maybe you know someone who is. Feel free to pass it along. I'll see you next time. Papa out.